Hi, I'd like to talk about the criteria to rank in the Google Maps 3-pack. It's in very good demand for local businesses, and so I just want to shed some light and show some of you that do have a question about, you know, uh, what's the criteria or the minimum requirement to be able to rank in the Google Maps 3-pack, which is the most sought after and higher ranking than natural rankings, the natural top 10 ranking. Well, let me show you what I mean so it's not so confusing. Let's choose a niche. Let's say that we go with something that's, let's say wedding planner. Okay, I'm in Vancouver, so let's say wedding planner Vancouver. So this is what I'm talking about, these three spots, the top spots where it gets the most click. Each one gets the most click there, and also on mobile, that's where they get the most calls as well. Now, the criteria to rank in these, let's just say that I'm giving you one that is, let's for example, this Petite Pearl Events, Vancouver. The website is called petitepearlevents.com. So the criteria is that site has to be in the first 2 pages to be able to rank number 1. Okay, let me scroll down and show you. Here it is. In the natural ranking, it's ranking number 3. Okay, on the first page. It can be on the second page, but anything beyond that, and page 3 or 4 or whatever, it's going to be very difficult to be on top here. So let's say if something happens to that site and it drops down to page 5, page 8, it will affect this number 1 ranking here. This one will drop as well, because I've seen it happen before. So let's look at the second position, which is Countdown Events. The website is called countdownevents.com. And let's see where this one is on the natural ranking. Countdown Events. There it is. It's also on page 1. So as you can see, in order the minimum criteria is your website has to be in the first couple pages in order to be appearing in the top 3. So at the same time, let's look at this one too. Sweetheart Events. The website is called sweetheartevents.ca. Yes. So let's see where this one is at. It's not on page 1, so look at page 2. Here it is. It's on number 13 in the natural rankings. So because this is a much lower ranking on the natural ranking, that's why it's ranking on page on number 3. But it not necessarily. It can be number 1, but it just needs a lot more horsepower. So just for you, those of you are wondering what's the minimum criteria to be ranking on that, and thinking that's a separate ranking than the natural ranking, then that's not true, because you do need your site in the top 3 pages, and normally in top 2, but it can be number 3. If you're on page 3, most likely you won't be ranking on number 1. So in the Maps Pack, the 3 positions, you probably won't rank number 1 if your natural ranking of your site is on page 3. So keep that in mind. That's the minimum criteria. So it's a blended algorithm. What that means is that you need the both rankings in order to move on the other one. So someone to do a 3-pack ranking for you, that means they also have to do the SEO part on the natural ranking to get your site at least up to page 2 in order for you to appear in the top 3 positions. Even at number 3 position, your site has to be there. So yeah, it's not a separate thing. So it is a lot harder. So it's a combination of both doing natural SEO and also the maps ranking. So so you think it's a separate thing and it become a much less fee and separate. It's not. It's blended. So just keep that in mind. That's a minimum requirement. Okay, so if you have any questions, by all means, get in touch with me.